Manchester, New Hampshire. Mike Grunwald says the impeachment of President Trump pissed me off.
The Air Force veteran and retired teacher from Washington, NH, was among a throng of Trump supporters waiting in the cold and raw rain outside the Southern New Hampshire University Arena in downtown Manchester more than 8 hours before the President and Vice President Mike Pence were expected to headline a re-election rally.
Where the Democratic presidential candidates are on the final day before the primary.
Grunwald supported Trump 4 years ago and said he's solidly behind the president again.
I like everything he's done, he emphasized, adding, I kind of wish that maybe the rhetoric would be turned down a tad, but you know what, he's been beat up for 3 years. What are you going to do?
The rally comes on the eve of the state's first-in-the-nation presidential primary, with a large field of Democratic contenders vying to be their party's standard-bearer.
Grunwald predicted that regardless of who wins the Democratic presidential nomination, they're all going to lose to Trump in November's general election.
The final poll position going into Tuesday's NH primary.
The primary comes less than a week after the Republican-controlled Senate acquitted the president of the impeachment charges he faced. It's Trump's first campaign rally since the acquittal.
Grunwald called the House Democrats' impeachment of the president all partisan.
Lori Reed traveled to Manchester from Plymouth, Mass., for the rally.
She stressed that Trump's impeachment made me 1,000% more supportive than I already was. It was annoying and a waste of our taxpayer money and time.
And looking ahead to the general election, she said, I think that we're going to win 100% and I don't care who his opponent is.
The president, vice president and a throng of Trump campaign officials and surrogates were all parachuting into New Hampshire on the eve of the first-in-the-nation presidential primary to take some of the spotlight away from the Democrats. They're also hoping to pump up turnout in Tuesday's Republican presidential primary, where Trump is the overwhelming favorite over former Massachusetts Gov. Bill Weld.
Trump easily defeated an large and talented field of rivals in the 2016 GOP presidential primary in the Granite State, launching the first-time politician toward winning the nomination and eventually the White House.
But Trump narrowly lost New Hampshire's 4 electoral votes in the general election to Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. The Trump campaign sees New Hampshire as a possible battleground state pickup as they try to defend their 2016 victories in the key Rust Belt states of Pennsylvania, Michigan and Wisconsin.
The trip by Trump is the president's first back to New Hampshire since August, when he held a large rally in the same arena.
Jay McDonald of North Providence, Rhode Island, said he 100% supported Trump 4 years ago and nothing's changed. McDonald said he's maybe more angry that they could do that to a president and get away with it over nothing.
Hopefully he picks up more voters, the independent people, over that, McDonald said.
And looking to the Democratic primary race, he argued, I really don't think it matters. He'll beat them all.